Hey, yeah, I'm on this what if is gonna be what if Deku had Ghost Rider's powers part three. Now, before we start, I'm going after I do this one, just so you know what's coming next. After I do this one, I was going to do continue what if Asta had sunshine, and then after that one, do the Asta, Meliodas, and Elizabeth. So yeah. So the next day, where we left off was they end up doing the quirk assessment test with Aizawa. So and Asta, Asta Deku gets home, he goes to bed, wakes up. Now it's the officially the first day if you count it as in UA in for class 1A. So um they all in the classroom and uh one of the, one of the girls walk up to him. It'll be Momo. Momo walks up to him and says, "Hey, what exactly is your quirk?" And Deku says, "Well, it's sort of like a strength enhancement and transformation quirk." And she's like, "Well, can you do it at will?" Yeah, she was like, "Can you do it at will?" And Deku says, "Yes, I can do it at will. It's just, sometimes I choose not to use that form. It's a little like flashy, and sometimes it's really scary. I mean, if I'm becoming a hero, I want people to know that I'm no villain." She said, "Hmm." And the strength enhancement, yeah, I can pretty much. I'm very strong and increase my speed and everything. I can actually put both of my abilities together and make it even stronger. She said, "That's impressive." So, and then All Might busts into the room shouting, "I am here." He begins to tell them that they need to put on their hero suits in time for combat training. All of them goes put on their suits. Everyone comes out all flashy, wearing their hero suits. And then Deku walks out, which has some jeans and a leather jacket. Everyone's like, "Where's your hero suit?" He said, "Oh, this is it. When I transform, it transforms with me." It's like, "Oh." And then he was like, "Wait to see it." So All Might explained them the rules, and well, this time it's not gonna be Uraraka and Deku. It's gonna be Momo and Deku because here's I'm gonna just you'll get it when I get to it. So Deku, so the heroes versus villains. Bakugo and Ida still on the same team. So they walk up to the door. He tells Momo to stay a little bit away from him because knowing Bakugo, he may try and rush him, and he don't want her to get caught in the way. She listens to him and backs back. But then Deku says, before we go in, can you make me, can you make me a chain, like another chain, and one with like two spikes on it. She makes it for him, and he holds it in his hand. Now Deku is still in his regular form. Then he wraps it around him with the other chain. So they walk into the building, and he immediately hears Bakugo rushing at him, yelling, "Deku, you loser!" Bakugo then circles around the corner, blasting explosions. He ends up finding Deku, and he rushes straight for Deku, shooting up a huge explosion towards Deku. Deku actually he activates One for All full 70%, like automatically 7%, because One for All do increase your defense, right? Yeah. So, and Deku takes it head on, and he's okay. Then he tells Momo to go and try to retrieve the bomb, but don't just hide. Don't act. I'll be there in a second. Momo listens to Deku, and she runs away. And then Bakugo says, "Yeah, we don't want her getting in the way of this fight." And, and Deku says, "Yeah, and I don't want her to get hurt." So Deku then Bakugo begins to make fun of him, saying that, "Oh, you like her, huh?" And then he starts saying, "Well, no one would ever go out with a useless Deku like you." And then Deku begins to get mad and angry due to the fact of him just he really really hates being bullied. He really does, and being called names, and that just triggers him. Now he begins to transforms into his Ghost Rider form. Now his Ghost Rider form is a little different. It's a little bit more. It's like his flame. he transformed into the skull, and his jacket like changes as well, but his skull never lit up. And everyone take a notice that like, wait, last time his head was on fire. Why is it not on fire? All my see that as well. It's like, what's going on? So Deku ends up using his checks the chain that she made, and also the other chain, like melts them, and then it creates another chain with three spikes, pretty much. And launches it he launches it at Bakugo, trying to get him, but Bakugo ends up jumping up, barely barely being able to dodge it. And then he looks at Bakugo, says, "So, who's useless now?" Now his voice is different too. It's more of like how Ghost Riders is pretty much. Yeah, like more weird. And and then that's when Deku he begins to he begins to charge at Bakugo. Bakugo is like a little afraid, but still holding on to his pride, pretty much, not trying to show that Deku is winning. He begins to keep dodging. Then he says, "Yes, finally, it's finished." And he looks at his gauntlet and he says he's finna blow Deku up. And then All Might says, "Stop, that can kill him." And then Deku said he looks at the screen. He says, "All Might, let it happen." And he says, "You, Deku," and Bakugo says, "Deku, you asked for it." And he pulls the ring. He pulls the ring out, and the explosion. This explosion was way bigger than last time, because if you think about it, Bakugo had to put in more work to stay away from Deku. That means he sweated a lot more than what he did before. So it was way bigger. And when he blasted at Deku, Deku stood there taking in the full impact of the blast. And when it finally went down, he tilts his head, and he still is Ghost Rider, so this is a little creepy. He tilts his head, saying, "Is that all you got? And how stupid are you? You do understand that half of my quirk is fire, right? Pretty much what yours is. You blow me up, shoot fire at me, it won't work." Then you say, huh, "You stupid Deku, you're not even using your full power against me. How are you this strong? You used to be useless. You've been hiding your true power from me, haven't you?" And he explained to him, "No, I just got my quirk. And you know the difference between me and you? I trained my butt off. All you do is sit back and make people force people to say that you're the best when you're truly not. Look where we're at. We're in a school full of the best people in all of Japan, all across the world. UA, we in class 1A. There are people way stronger than you in this world, and you need to know that. Now, I am stronger than you because I train. You only sit back. Now, maybe this should teach you a lesson." And Deku, like, blitz Bakugo, punching him in the stomach, knocking him completely out. And then he transforms back into his regular form, activating One for All. Let's say roughly like 5% regular, like full Cowling. Well, full Cowling pretty much. And yeah, the green spike, they see it wrapping up on him, so they say, "Oh, maybe that's his other quirk." Deku begins to sprint around the building trying to find Momo. He sees Momo outside the door, and she says, "Those are the this is the bomb. This is where the bomb is at." He says, "Okay, now this is what he's gonna do." So pretty much, he tells her to make 5 smoke bombs. She make the 5 smoke bombs. He tells her on his count, throw the bombs inside. 3, 2, 1. Momo launches all 5 of the smoke bombs inside different places everywhere. So they just poof, and the whole entire area is filled with smoke. And now Ida is just went around like, "Where are you guys? Come here, you filthy heroes." He's pretty much acting like he was in the how he was acting in the anime. So and then Deku uses the chain that he created, the moment created, mixed with his the three spike chain, launches it at Ida and wraps him up and pins him on the ground pretty much. shoot him anything. He got wrapped up, so he gets caught. Momo rushes over and touches the bomb, and they win. Hero and All Might shouts, "The hero team wins!" And then someone comes in to pick Bakugo up, take him to Recovery Girl. Ida gets up and says, you two worked great as a team." And I'm surprised how good that plan was. And he says, "Thanks." And then that's when and then all the other matches go rough, pretty much the same. So, uh, if you have not noticed, yes, I'm finished ship Deku and Momo, pretty much, yeah. So then and then Deku, they all go to class, and then he's like, "Wait, it's the end of the day. It's the end of the day." He said, "Where's Bakugo?" He said, "He left already. He took everything out of his locker, out of everything." He says, "Why?" He says he's not coming back." Deku immediately activate 15%. He's still holding on. He's activating 15%. He's a little pissed right now that what he said to Bakugo did not get through his head. He's pissed. He runs at 15%. Getting there in like 5 seconds, and he lowers the power down to 2%, and punches Bakugo in the face, yelling, "You stupid idiot!" Bakugo turns around and gets back up. He says, "Why would you do that, you nerd?" Then Bakugo says, "Did you not?" Deku says, "Did you not hear what I told you? I am stronger than you because I work hard. Do you not understand? Your power is great, but what you need to do is train it and make it even greater than mine if you can. Now, I'm calling you out, Bakugo. Now, I have this power. Now, I can truly be your rival. And if you really, really want to fight me in my full power, I will let you just train and come back to school." He Bakugo is shocked to hear something like this coming from Deku, and he's gone, turn his head around, and he's just thinking, and then he walks away. Deku knows in the back of his head that he's considering what Deku said. He's a little relieved. And then Deku activates his Ghost Rider form, and he uses One for All 100%, but look, like concealing it a little bit, like not making a crater. You know how All Might did in the first one? Well, I wouldn't say that was one. I'm gonna just say, like, yeah, 5% regular, because he was still jumping high in the motherfucker at 5%, but not so far. So he was jumping on top of buildings. He gets home at the day's end, and then he sees a knot. He gets home. He goes in his room. He ends up getting in his clothes, and his mom isn't home. She's actually at work. And then he hears a knock on the door, and he opens. He said, "Who is it?" And she said, he hears a voice named Momo. It's Momo. He opens the door, and he sees her, and she says, "Hey," and he says, "Wait, how do you know where I live? Wait, I asked Mr. Aizawa, you left your book, and I asked Mr. Aizawa where you stay, and he gave me the address. No, thank you." He says, um, "Well, do you want to come in?" And it's like, I mean, I could spare some time. They go in, and they begin to talk. And Momo is actually trying to, like, figure, like, why did Deku get so angry at Bakugo? Because she stayed back a little bit, thinking that Deku may need a little more help dealing with Bakugo's temper. So she stayed back, and she wasn't able to hear what Bakugo said, but Deku did get angry, very, very angry. And so Momo says, why did you get so angry at Bakugo at that moment? Like, what did he say? I know he said something. He said, "How do you know?" "I stayed back." He said, "Well, doing the it all started when I was 4, and that's when we started to get our quirks. And when they found out I did not have one, Bakugo began to bully me. So Bakugo been bullying me for 10 years, and I don't like it when he does that." And she says, "Oh, I'm sorry." He said, "It's okay. He now knows that I am no one to be played with, and now I am also his rival." I said, "Well, that's nice." And he asked Momo, How did you get into UA? I didn't see you on the battlefield." It says, "Oh, I got a recommendation." It says, "Whoa, that's crazy." I said, "Yeah." More time goes past. They begin to learn a little bit more about each other. Then Mama says, "Oh wait, I gotta go." And she begins to go outside. There's a limo. There's a limo outside. He says, "Nice ride." And he says, "Thanks." She gets in and she goes home. Deku goes back in his room and he lays down and takes a peaceful nap this time. Now, like I said, now I'm going to on part four. I'm gonna do the uh the the villains attack. Yeah, the villain attack, the USJ attack, pretty much. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then now yeah, his form, no one's seen. Like they only see the him growing in the leather in his skull. They do not see the flames, and that's gonna be different, very very different. He gonna get a few new powers. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you which ones, and if and I'm gonna ask you if you have any like type of special attacks he can get. I'm going to give him like I'm gonna like try to rearrange some All Might smashes. Like for example, I may say Purgatory, smash a Purgatory or stuff like that. If you got any stuff like that. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave it off. And all right, see, I'm out.